Thank you very much. Okay, so good afternoon again. My name is Regina Wojciechowska and I am the student of the first high school in Tarnów. And my extended subjects are English, Geographic, and Mathematics. And mathematics is the subject that I am focusing the most on. And the reason for that is because it intrigues me. For me, it's logical and it's based on the truth. It's about proving the truth. And it's also about solving the problems that, for me, requires creativity. They require patience and they require time. But they are also about going from one point to another one. And for me, it's the process through failures. It's the process through different tries. And the moment when we finally reach this conclusion in mathematics, when I reach this solution, this brings me big satisfaction. And that also makes me enjoy mathematics even more. But also, mathematics is a field that is very needed in the modern world. It's needed in science, it's needed in healthcare, in statistics, in analysis. And that is also the reason why I want mathematics to be a part of my future. But when it comes to education overall, I've learned to enjoy that through balance that I kept in my life, because I've always been very active when it comes to sports activities or other events in our lives. I used to be, when it comes to sports, I used to try many different kinds of sports. I used to be a swimmer that took part in many competitions. I used to be a short distance runner at school. And most importantly, I used to be a part of national team as a dancer. And the reason why this experience is valuable for me is because it taught me a lot about hard work and about the patience. Because when I joined the team, I was the worst person there. I had no experience, and I got from being the worst person there to getting the best spot on the European choreography and the European championships. So this proved to me that when you work hard, when you dedicate yourself, and when you have this patience, it pays off. You get this success and you finally reach your goals. But also what proved to me that achieving your goals through hard working was also a ICA Congress that I was a part of. This was the event where people from all over the world connected with each other. And I got this ability to work with them, to learn from them. And all of those people were very successful people. Those were people that worked really hard for their dreams. And they taught me not only to truly dedicate myself through this journey, but they also taught me that it's never too early to start thinking about your future, to start creating your own. And they were the reason why I also started to take actions by myself. And they were also the reason why I started to take my future very seriously. So all the experiences that I got through those years, they shaped me as a person. They taught me that it's good to think about yourself, about your future, how to create that. And they also shaped my personality. They made me feel more confident, also more confident about the path that I will take for my future. And that is also the reason why I am applying for this program, for this scholarship, because this experience is also extremely valuable. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Zbigniew, over to you.
Yeah, thanks for your presentation, and I'm really touched by your self-confidence. And when I read your essay, your hero is hardworking. But how do you find the Silicon Valley will help you in developing your interest and your career path?
Well, as I mentioned in my presentation, I want my future to be based on mathematics, and I want my future to be related to that field. But like more in particular, my dream position that I created my path to achieve what is to be a data scientist. And data science is extremely growing field and position in companies, especially in Silicon Valley, because it's a hub for technology. So that is the reason why I want to visit that place, because the companies that are there, those are very influential companies. Those are very good companies and one of the best ones in the world. So the ability to see those workplaces, to see this work organization and talk to the professionals, this would be an amazing experience for me, for a person that wants to be a part of that in the future. And it's the same thing with universities. I want to study at the university in North America, and I want to get there, and I want to get a master there and PhD in data science. So getting the ability to visit these universities and see the campus in itself and even talk to the students, this would be an opportunity to actually like prove to myself that those things are actually reachable and they are possible to achieve because those people did do that.
Okay, thanks. I don't have any more questions.
Kamil?
Regina, it's a very impressive presentation about your plans, but they are little connected with the trip to Silicon Valley. I know it's building a personality, but I think it's difficult to connect. So I would like to share an opinion and information with you and ask you about your comments on that. I used to have a employee who won a major competition organized by one of the major US universities in projecting artificial intelligence. Another competition that he won was so much recognized among US companies that he immediately, just because he won the competition, got a job offer as a 25-year-old for $500,000 a year. And my question for you is, have you ever tried, as in your field of mathematics and artificial intelligence and data science, have you ever tried to look for international competitions in the internet that would allow you to be there without traveling?
Okay, well, this is actually a good point when it comes to like my whole experience. When it comes to artificial intelligence, I've never tried to find this kind of competitions, but overall, when it comes to life experience abroad, if that's what you meant, yes? Right?
I didn't mean life experience abroad. I rather meant the ways to get close with people that are interested in data science in the US by taking the same part in the same competitions as they do. Because today the world is very small and you don't have to travel so far to meet those people. And my question is if you have used this opportunity to try that.
Well, yes, ICCA Congress was that experience for me because there were also people connected to artificial intelligence. Those are people from business industries on different fields. So yes, this was this experience and it helped me a lot. So I would say that ICCA Congress was that.
Thank you.
You mentioned about Cindy, that this is a kind of role model for you, and this is a hard worker. At what cost do you think it's worth fulfilling your dreams?
Could you say the question?
What is the cost limit for you to fulfill your dreams? Because definitely to hard working and then meeting your dreams, and you gave this example of this lady. It was a lot. The cost for her to get there was big one. So, is there a cost limit for you in that respect?
Well, I have my goals, and I know that people that are happy in their lives and that want to go to work and enjoy their position, those are people that actually sacrifice a lot when it comes to their social life, or actually overall their whole life, when it comes to even grades at school because they focus on certain subjects too, then they can get a good scores at. So for me, when it comes to the like cost limits, for me, it's always about trying to achieve as much as I can. And there's no way that I will somehow limit myself because of the fear or because I think that something is too much. So there are no cost limits for me. I just want to achieve my future, and I know that it is going to be an exhausting path because it requires a lot of studying, years of work experience that I will get, and I do realize that. So I wouldn't say that I have any limits.
Okay, thank you.
Now, let me ask you one more question. You mentioned mathematics is the field where you see yourself in the future for sure. Can you name some specific achievements that would help us understand how far, how advanced you are in the field of mathematics?
Well, when it comes to competitions, at school, the competition is going to be in 1 year that will actually make me realize how good I am in mathematics. But overall, we have a very hard education program in mathematics, and I am handling that. It's very hard for me. It takes a lot of time and a lot of exhaustion, but I don't have problems with that. I don't fall behind in those exercises in class. So I would say that this also proves that I am good in mathematics.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so 2 minutes left. The feedback session starts now. Zbigniew, would you mind starting?
Yeah, your mathematics and statistics is very interesting, and we are thinking about the study in the United States and data scientists, and of course it's very interesting, but I'm not sure that it's available for you. Do you have any special scholarship, or do you are able to pay it by yourself or something like this? And of course, the dreams are important. I see that you are a very ambitious girl and are active in many events. Also, sport probably is making your heart, improving your character. But of course, it's a good idea to apply to this. But in my opinion, really, your interest is worth to be developed. Thanks.
Okay. Kamil, would you like to say a few words?
With pleasure. Regina, I met a friend 3 days ago who came back from Silicon Valley after more than 35 years working there. And he mentioned to me that people there are very committed and they really want to do that. And the cost barrier is really high. So you are probably there mentally. But I think it is also a place where you meet a person in the elevator and you have 10 seconds to start a conversation that will change or will not change your life. And I think in such conversation, perhaps not as a person in the high school, but perhaps as a person during their studies, you should have some kind of firm information that would encourage the person to have a longer conversation with you. Winning an international competition available over internet in the fields like mathematics or data science is a gateway for you to be proud of some achievements that would support your conversation in the lift. So I would stress my position that it's better for you to have more arguments and less round words. That's my position. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I share Kamil's view. I like your presentation. I like the way you talk to us. I like the way your self-confidence, and this is definitely your big strength. Assuming that your future is important to you, with no doubt, definitely you must be much more accurate and much more firm in terms of what you want to do. because you mentioned about certain general statement, and this is okay, but at the point you need to be exact in terms of what you're going to do. And as Kamil said, sometimes life is so, so different and make you in a so different situation, and this kind of lift situation is as excellent. You have 10 seconds to convince someone that you are the one, and you are not. If you are not ready, you are not ready, and you are not going to be there. So thank you very much. We keep the fingers crossed for you as well in the contest, and good luck.
Dziękuję bardzo. Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.